Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. If you are following the current affairs from past few weeks, you will know the conflict that is going on between Russia and Ukraine. From last 2 days, extensively you have been hearing a term called Operation Ganga in newspaper. In this short video, we will see what this Operation Ganga is and what are the objectives and why Indian government has come up with something called as Operation Ganga. Okay, let's begin. What is the context? The evacuation of Indian nationals from Ukraine. This is the context in which we are discussing a policy called as Operation Ganga. You all are very much aware of Indian students who are stranded in Ukrainian universities. That is, we have around 20,000 Indian medical students who are studying in various Ukrainian universities. They are stranded because Russia is invading Ukraine and the capital city, that is Kiev, is about to fall into the Russian invasion. Because of that, India is trying to evacuate the budding doctors from Ukraine. So in this process, this entire process is given name, that is Operation Ganga. Minister Smriti Irani is welcome for Indians evacuated from Ukraine. Okay. War in Ukraine, special flight under Operation Ganga with 218 Indians from Bucharest. Okay. Operation Ganga is in news from past few days. We will see what it is. What is the issue? Russia invaded Ukraine. You all are very much aware of this particular issue. In the Legacy IAS Academy YouTube channel, we have 4 videos related to Russia-Ukraine conflict. Before continuing with this video, I would recommend you to watch those videos in order to have a complete overall understanding of the entire issue. We have around 20,000 Indian students in Ukraine. We have also discussed why the Central European countries, that is to be specific, Ukraine is a very hot spot for medical education. Why do we have so many Indian students studying in Ukraine? There are various reasons. We have also discussed something called as push factors and also pull factors. Okay, in India, we have an examination, that is a national level examination called NEET, in order to get admitted to medical institutes. But when it comes to Ukraine, we do not have any such mechanism. 12th standard, that is second pre-university course, marks would be considered and he would be given admission to state-run universities. State-run universities in Ukraine, and which would cost around 15 to 20 lakhs for the entire 6 years. But when it comes to Indian medical education, it would cost around 50 to 60 lakhs for 5 years, that too in a private owned institution. This is the reason why Indian students prefer Ukraine who would not get a government seat after they qualify NEET exam. This is the reason why we have around 20,000 Indian students. What will be the condition of these students? In various news channels, you will be hearing that the students are walking for around 40 to 45 kilometers in -1 degree centigrade, and it's a freezing cold. They're suffering from snow, but still they do not have food and water, and they're stranded in the borders, and the immigration is not happening. These are all the issues that you are witnessing. This is the reason why Indian government has come up with something called as Operation Ganga, with which India is trying to evacuate its citizens from Ukraine. Airlifting all stranded students from bordering countries. Look at here. These are the bordering countries: Belarus, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and this side we have Russia. Indian government has sent 4 of its cabinet ministers from central government to these border countries to carry out evacuation process along the border. This entire mission is called as Operation Ganga. 4 union ministers by name Hardeep Puri, Kiran Rijiju, Jyotiraditya Scindia, and the General retired VK Singh are operating in 4 neighboring countries of Ukraine. UPSC might ask you the bordering countries of Ukraine in prelims examination. Because of the high tensions between Russia and Ukraine, this entire region of Eastern Europe, or the Central Europe for that matter, becomes very important. So in this context, make sure you are aware of the bordering countries and their capitals. For example, you have Bucharest here, which is the capital of Romania, okay, and you have Kiev here, which was the capital of Ukraine, Poland, Warsaw, and even the capital location becomes important. UPSC can ask you, it can give you 4 capital cities and ask you to arrange these capitals from north to south and also from east to west. Okay, this is how you should be aware of. This is, you have Luhansk and Donetsk province. The entire region is called as Donbas region. Okay, let's continue. 46 evacuation flights will be launched in next 3 to 4 days, so that all 20,000 Indian students are evacuated. We are operating around 46 flights in next 2 to 3 days. Indian Air Force has come into picture. Indian Air Force C-17 transport aircraft. This is the Indian Air Force C-17 transport aircraft, which is also called as workhorse of Indian Air Force. Okay, this is in operation for the humanitarian assistance. For the prelims perspective, from the prelims perspective, let's see different operations that India successfully carried out in few years. Okay, first one, Operation Devi Shakti. Operation Devi Shakti is the operation that the Indian government carried out in order to evacuate citizens from Afghanistan. When Afghan democratically elected government fell down to the pressure from Taliban, Indian government wanted to evacuate its citizens from Afghanistan. That is when India launched Operation Devi Shakti. Operation Rahat. Operation Rahat was in Yemen in the year 2015 when Houthi rebels took control of the Yemen city, and that is when India launched Operation Rahat in order to evacuate its citizens. Third one, very famous one, you all must be aware of this, Vande Bharat mission. This is a very important mission when it comes to dealing with COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, special flights were operated across the globe in this mission to bring back the nationals during the COVID-19 pandemic. In order to rescue Indian citizens who were stranded abroad, India launched Vande Bharat mission. Fourth one, Operation Maitri. Operation Maitri in Nepal. This was launched in the year 2015 when a brutal earthquake hit Nepal and India wanted to evacuate its citizens safely. That's when India launched Operation Maitri. So you need to have a detailed idea about when and where these missions were started or these missions were targeted, because UPSC can ask the question when it comes to match the following. It can give you the names of these missions and can ask you the associated country. Okay, so you should be aware of this. Thanks a lot. This was a short video. Hope you liked it. For more such enriching content, please subscribe to Legacy IAS Academy. Have a nice day. Thank you.